streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening and welcome to Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport Racing. I'm Todd Stanton. Alongside of me here tonight is Raging Ron Piles here this evening at the Volusia, I should say Raceway Park here this evening. Ron, a great race in store for us here, the Pro Late Model Division, the fixed setup Pro Late Model Division here, DWRL.
Yeah, that is here. Good to be back here, especially with the DWRL, especially back here with the Pro Lates. Last time in our Pro Late series, it was pretty good. Really enjoyable class to run in the iRacing sim. So you're looking down through the times, just like Casey Brunson, the quickest in qualifying at the moment, 15.875. The only one to break the 8s there. Everybody else looks like they're in the 9s, all the way back from second down to 9th place, and 10th place is Steve Robbins there, 16 O's for him, back to 13th to David Blackberg, and then the last two and final qualifiers right now, the times on the board, 16.1 for Henry Jones and a 16.794 for Chris Lawrence. So a couple guys trying to get some setups there and get them dialed in here. Is ready here, just shy going into heat racing here at the DWRL Volusia Speedway Park.
And before we do that, we're going to send things down trackside for the playing of our national anthem. And thank you for the beautiful rendition of the national anthem provided to us by James Grace. And if you want something like that, to get a hold of James Grace. If not, you can get a hold of us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll get you in touch with him. Thank you again, once again, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Heat race number 1 getting ready to come to post here. They're lining up on the grid, just waiting to see if Mitch Enos comes out there. But just go over the point standings just a little bit. Jason Salter is your points leader here. He's not able to compete here the next couple of weeks. He's been suspended. So that should leave it wide open there for Stephen Moore and Eric Eichstad. Right there directly behind them. They're about 40 points back, but they should be able to catch that lead here in this race. Then you got Kyle Moyer sitting at 152 and Brad Rolls at 149. He also has 2 wins on the season. Same way with Josh Peacock there in at number 61. So we've had a couple of different winners. Eric Tupper even a winner here on the season. So Kyle Moyer, Jason Salter, Brad Rolls, Josh Peacock, Eric Tupper, and Barrett Bishop, all winners on the season here for the DWR Pro Late Models. Brought to you in part tonight by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. Got to thank Tim Cummings for coming aboard there for all the sponsorship needs there. And he's got some pretty cool engraving going on over there, whether it is on your keyboard, it's on a gun, he's got all kinds of different things. Fantastic. So thank you very much to CCM Custom Designs and Engraving for coming aboard here for the official sponsor here for the DWR Pro Late Models for this series here at Volusia Raceway Park. Starting on the pole, driving the 010 here this evening, that is Casey Brunson. And his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 11, that'll be Kyle Moyer. Inside row number 2, that'll be the number 38, that's Rick Gibson. Gibson aboard the number 38, and his dancing part of the outside, that is Steve Robbins aboard the 073. Shotgun out in the field will be the number 16 of David Blackberg. The number 16, Mitch Enos, not answering the call. So we called for 6. We have 5 cars out there. Chap 4 will transfer on to the A main.
We're going to have, looks like our first of 3 heat races out here. Casey Brunson picking up the Harm Motorsports quick time recognition for tonight's broadcast. So congratulations, Casey Brunson, on a well put together setup and being able to set the quick time and get the pole heat number 1.
Definitely quick here this evening. Casey Brunson's been coming into his own right here the last couple weeks. I should say the last season and a half. He's been starting to become a force to be reckoned with there, that Bulletproof Motorsports 010 machine. But Kyle Moyer, Team Dirt Warrior number 11 machine, starts to the outside of him. And can't count out Harm Motorsports Rick Gibson either, the number 38 machine.
Gibson's been coming along as well and spending some time in the paint booth as well as on the track setting things up. As the racing high flag, green flag comes out. We have the 010 machine of Casey Brunson out to the early point and battle for second rage zone as it looks like a net code hit there from Gibson to Moyer. Moyer's going to slide back 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now as they come down on turn 3.
Yeah, Blackberg down to the extreme inside. Oh, the 073. Robbins gets a little bit loose over there in the corner. Got it pinched off there in the middle. He's able to gather it back in though, but Robbins going to fall in behind this battle is Gibson right now running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is David Blackberg. Kyle Moyer running in that 4th spot, and Casey Brunson trying to run away and hide here at the front of the pack.
Yeah, Brunson trying to run away and hide as he is. Looks like Gibson's trying to run him down here. Still got a few laps to go in this one. 7 to go right now for your race leader. We'll see if Gibson can work his way around there, as it looks like Brunson's going to continue his strong lead there down the back stretch into 3. Gibson trying to run almost the same tire tracks as Brunson, but I don't think Gibson's got the proper gear to keep up with him at the moment.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to go on here with 7 laps remaining here at Volusia Raceway Park. We'll see if the number 38 of Rick Gibson going to be able to reel in the number 010 of Casey Brunson. Brunson right now last time by with a 15.966. Rick Gibson with a 15.938. So a tick faster is Gibson. And that number 38 machine trying to track him down this time around here off of turn number 4. Halfway home, 5 in, 5 to go.
Yeah, Gibson definitely faster last time by, but last time by also David Blackberg posted the quickest time up at 9:25 for 3rd. So looking here again, this one actually goes to Kyle Moyer fastest last time by, but being back and forth and running out of laps here is going to be 4 to go for your race leader this time by.
Kyle Moyer right now holding on to the final transfer spot there. 4 will make it onto the A feature. Obviously, I think every car is going to make it to the A feature here tonight, but the top 4 will get those luxurious top 12 starting spots there in the A main feature here at Volusia Raceway Park, as there's 3 laps remaining. Casey Brunson still continues to lead this, but the gap keeps shrinking with Rick Gibson running in that 2nd spot.
Yeah, a little over half a second separates Gibson from Brunson at the moment here. We'll see if Gibson's going to be able to reel him in here with 2 to go. It looks like times kind of bouncing back and forth. This is like Gibson rode him in a little bit there through 3 and 4. Gibson might have found something off at 3 and 4.
Gibson able to work over the bottom side there, hub sucking, or if you want to call it catfishing over there. His white flag going to come out in the air off a turn at number 4 for the Bulletproof Motorsports 010. Casey Brunson. Rick Gibson still running in that second spot. Third is Dave Blackbird, quite a ways back as they exit turn number 2.
Yeah, I think Gibson's losing a little bit of ground there off of 2, but he's definitely figured out 3 and 4. He's drilled it into almost 0.2 of a second, but it's going to run out of time here. So we're going to take the checker flag right here. Casey Brunson going to pick up your heat race number 1 win. Rick Gibson in for second. David Blackberg in for third. Kyle Moyer picks up the 4th and final transfer spot. However, everybody should transfer into the A main.
Yeah, heat race number 2 getting ready to come out there and line up here on the grid. But got to thank everybody for tuning in to Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch here this evening. Double build here tonight, DWRL. Pro late models here brought to you apart by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. And then next, we will have the BladeNote.com Sunday night shootout series at this very track here. And good practice for the Gobbler coming up, too, on the 21st of November here. Also being live broadcasted by the Full Velocity Racing Network. So good time to work on your setups here if you're a part of the DWRL. And make sure you have what it takes there for the Gobbler, too. First, you got to get through the DWRL, guys.
I don't know. I've been registered for that race, but mentioning that, heat number 2 is ready to roll off onto the speedway and begin their pace laps. So we'll take you down through starting grid there. Oil structure starting grid for the heat number 2 is going to start off with Josh Peacock in the 61 on the pole, and his outside will be the 124 of Brett Rolls. Toss up on me for that one. 711 of Terry Joyner starting third inside row number 2, and his dance partner on the outside looks at Stephen Moore in the number 73, and starting in row number 3 in the 5th position, number 25 of Henry Jones, and starting shotgun on the field is the 88 of Kevin Prettyman.
Prettyman not answering the call here tonight, and that number 88 machine, not sure if he had some issues with that car here earlier on in the going, and it's tough for Kevin Prettyman as he's starting to really gather this back in, but we'll see what happens here. But again, guys out in there Facebook Live, make sure you share a link. I haven't been able to do that here this evening, but share the link and let everybody know the Full Velocity Racing Network is live here. And again, this is DWRL Pro Late Model Tour here, brought to you apart by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. It is Josh Peacock in the Bulletproof Motorsports, number 61, and then the Hard Motorsports, number 17. Brett Rolls to the iRacing high flag. Green flags in the air, and we're racing here with heat race number 2.
Yep, and as in a rendition of heat number 1 happening already, Josh Peacock jumps out to the early lead from the bottom. And a little bit of grip. Seems like the top side's a little slick on the initial start. Either that or maybe caught Brett Rolls sleeping a little bit there. But Brett's not going to let him go easy here. As we work around for turn number 3 down to the start-finish line. Brett Rolls not letting him slip.
Yeah, Rolls not letting him get away. Both these guys both of them have 2 wins on the season here at the Pro Late Model Tour. So Brett Rolls, no stranger to victory lane. Here's Josh Peacock, Terry Joyner right now, running in that 3rd spot in the number 711. Nice looking 711 car here as they come down the front straightaway and pour it off into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. It is Josh Peacock just leading over Brett Rolls. Rolls dives down to the bottom trying to make something happen on the bottom side of the speedway off of 4.
Yeah, Rolls is putting on the pressure here. Last time by Brett was fastest on the speedway. He is going to duplicate that this time by about 1/2 of a second. So Brett Rolls definitely putting the pressure on Josh Peacock here early in the heat race. We'll see if he can do anything here within the next 6 laps. Definitely putting the pressure to the back bumper and trying to make Peacock make that mistake to allow Rolls to take the top spot right now.
Definitely right now, Rolls trying to work over the bottom again as Peacock still working about the middle groove there. And then number 61 machine halfway home, 5 and 5 to go for Josh Peacock. Here comes Rolls pulling up alongside of him, almost a side-by-side battle there through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Rolls tries it again. He's getting a well of a run off the corner. And then number 17 machine, he dives her in pretty deep down here into turn number 3. Rolls able to still keep battling with it, but the 61 able to slam that door shut.
Yeah, they got to be careful battling for the lead real hard right now because look out, Terry Joyner is on a mission. Did have the fastest time on one of the laps we've already completed. Sitting here watching, it's been about 2 laps ago. This past lap, it was Stephen Moore with the quickest time. So the track's really playing a role right now. These guys right there together is Josh Peacock quickest last time by.
Yeah, Stephen Moore currently second in the point standings here for the DWRL Pro Late Model Series. Like you said, Jason Salter not going to make it here in the number 10 machine next couple of weeks. He has next couple of weeks off. He was your points leader, but now Stephen Moore should inherit that in that number 73 machine. But he's got a lot of hungry wolves right there behind him. Battle for the second spot. Terry Joyner looks to the bottom of Brett Rolls. Rolls has slipped up just a tad bit and allowed Joyner into the fray.
Yeah, I think Brett's trying to find some grip here to try to find another way around Josh Peacock, as we have one to go for your race leader this time by. Josh Peacock, white flag is in the air. One more lap around as Terry Joyner had to drive up the track away from Brett's rear bumper there. Rolls going to probably secure second here. Josh Peacock going to come home with heat race number 2 win. Brett Rolls in for second. Third goes to Terry Joyner. Stephen Moore in for fourth. Henry Jones for fifth. And as you were saying earlier, I was looking here. Kevin Prettyman has loaded his car up and taken it home. Some mechanical failures for him. Tough break on that for this evening.
Definitely a tough break there for Kevin Prettyman. A couple of cars not answering the call here this evening. 5 more cars here for heat race number 3. And Eric Eichstead in the BladeNote.com number 12 machine going to lead the way on the pole position there for that number 12. His dancing part of the outside driving the 051 machine would be Jacob Lassiter. Inside row number 2 in the third starter position, that's the number 21. That's Evil One himself, Jim Revis. And outside him would be the number 91. That's Tyson Pankow. Shotgun out in the field driving the number 69 machine, and that will be Chris Lawrence. Lawrence aboard the number 69.
Another great field of drivers here. Going to be another Jim Dandy of a heat race. Third and final heat race here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. This wonderful drivers out here. Guys get hands on. Track's a little tricky to drive, especially down the back stretch. The hardest part about Volusia that I could see is just keeping the momentum, keeping the tires in contact with the dirt, and allowing to get that forward bite, especially coming off a 2 down the back stretch.
It's definitely not an easy track to navigate. It reminds me of my home track, Ron. It's kind of D-shaped. You have to kind of set yourself up for 3 and 4. And each corner different in size and different in approach there for these drivers. So you can see them running the bottom in one corner, in the middle, the high in the other corner. It switches it up just a little bit. But one of my favorite tracks is Volusia at Raceway Park. It is a difficult track to navigate, but it kind of reminds me of my home track.
Right on. Yeah, I have a track that used to race at a track that was like that, and they made it a little more difficult. One going into 1 and 2 was downhill, and you had to backpedal going into 3 and 4 because it was uphill.
As iRacing high flag, green flag is out. The number 12 of the Voodoo Child, Eric Eichstead, leads the charge down to 1. Here comes the number 21. Oh, Jacob Lassiter. Oh, there goes Revis around. And then not Jim Revis, and the number 21 machine goes around. I believe that was off the front bumper of another driver that was directly behind him. I could not see that. I believe it was Chris Lawrence there. The number 69 machine. I don't believe he meant to get into him, but a lot of checking up going on. As now Eric Eichstead leads the charge down the back straightaway with Tyson Pankow, and the number 91 machine running in that second spot.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little spread out there. Make sure you got that lead. It's a little over a second ahead of Tyson Pankow. Eichstead with a commanding lead right now. Jacob Lassiter trying to see who has anything for Pankow. Is going to battle it out for third and fourth right now.
Yeah, Pankow right now running in that second spot, but Lassiter right there in third in the 051 machine. See DTJ on the side of that machine. He's trying to make something happen here, trying to catch up with the number 91 to Tyson Pankow, as Lassiter was faster there in time trials and faster last time by there than all the cars out there on the speedway was that 051 machine. So he's starting to reel in the 91, looking to the bottom side, trying to do something with him through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway, trying to pull up at least alongside of him. Down the back straightaway into turn at number 3. Lassiter dives her in pretty deep. Pankow able to stay in the throttle there, pushing the cushion there about the middle portion of the track, still holding on to second.
Yeah, we're going to continue this battle back here for third right now with Tyson Pankow. See if he can hang out on the high side and make it happen. I really feel that he may have an advantage slightly coming off of 2. Not so sure about off of 3 and 4. It looks like it's getting a little slick down there too. It's going to be side by side at the start finish line before we go. See if Pankow can manage to hold him off. Lassiter's going to try the bottom. Pretty good heated battle here for the third position. And so we're looking at Lassiter still on the bottom, trying to make something happen. Pankow showing that he's going to hold strong on the high side. A couple laps left to go here. I don't think he's going to be able to pull anything off here. Is Pankow keeping the top side cushion strong too to go for your leader? Eric Eichstedt is this will be a big heat win for him, as help him catch up on some of the points that I have a driver missing out on here. A couple races. So white flag for your leader, Eric Eichstedt. 1 lap to go. Have one more charge from Lassiter to Pankow, maybe. Not happening in 1 and 2. We'll see if he can do it in 3 and 4. We'll see if Pancow's going to lose second to Lassiter here. One last chance. Don't think it's going to happen. And Eric Eichstadt, heat race number 3 winner. Tyson Pankow in the 91 in for second. Jacob Lassiter in the 051 in for third. Chris Lawrence in for fourth. And Jim Revis, after having a issue there at the very beginning of this heat race, going to bring home fifth. But everybody transferring into the A main is ready to roll off that grid here. In just a moment, we'll have the Boyles Trucking starting lineup.
Yeah, thank you for covering that race there for me a little bit there, Ron. Catastrophe behind me happened, so we had to make sure that that was all set here in the household. But getting ready for the race lineup here for the A main here at the Volusia Speedway Park. DWRL Pro late models here, brought to you in part by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. The Foils Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 010, the Bulletproof Motorsports machine, Casey Brunson and his dancing brother outside, another Bulletproof guy. And the number 61, that's Josh Peacock.
Starting inside, row number 2 in the third position will be your heat race number 3 winner, the number 12, Eric Eichstadt. And starting to his outside, Harm Motorsports own, out of Florida. Starting fourth, the number 38 of Rick Gibson.
Rolling off in the fifth starting position, driving the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler. That is Brett Rolls and his dancing brother outside, the X91 Motorsports number 91. That's Tyson Pankow.
Starting inside, row number 4 in the seventh position, and the number 16 machine will be David Blackberg. And to his outside in the eighth position is the number 711 of Terry Joyner.
Rolling off in the ninth starting position, that will be the DTJ number 051 of Jacob Lassiter. And Team Dirt Warrior, Kyle Moyer in the number 11, rolling off 10th.
Starting inside, row number 6 in the 11th position with number 73 machine of Stephen Moore. And to his outside, Chris Lawrence is the number 69 machine, starting 12th.
Rolling off in the 13th starting position, driving the 073 machine, that will be Steve Robbins, and outside of him is the number 25 of Henry Jones.
Starting inside, row number 8, the evil one himself, the number 21 of Jim Revis. And starting to his outside, I believe Mitchell Enos is still with us. Mitchell Enos and the number 097.
Scheduled to be shotgun on the field with Kevin Prettyman. Already went home there before heat racing action here being started. So 16 cars we will have in action here tonight. I believe it's going to be 40. Yep, 40 laps is going to be the distance here at the Volusia Raceway Park. And it's going to be all Bulletproof Motorsports front row. Then you got Eric Eichstadt, part of Team Dirt Warrior. Then you got Hard Motorsports, Rick Gibson, and another hard guy, Brett Rolls, who did not answer the call to the starting grid. Going to have to start from the pits, and he's going to be a lap down aboard the 17R. Tragedy strikes Brett Rolls, unfortunately, there. So we'll see what happens with him. As iRacing.com Chevy Silverado getting ready to pull off, I believe this time, by down to pit road. As he's going to do so, waiting on the first green flag of the evening. iRacing guy flag, green flags in the air. And Casey Brunson tries to get out to a good start down into turn 1.
Yeah, Casey Brunson getting off to a good start. Going on the 1, is they're going to be 3 wide back for about the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th spot back there. Battles are going to start to heat up early, and these drivers are going to start trying to make their moves. As we have Kyle Moore just had to hit the brakes a little bit there to keep the car away from Terry Joyner there in the middle of 3 and 4. Almost catastrophe striking there, and these guys don't have a caution already. Looks like it might be involving the 073 machine. Maybe the 25 as well. It looks like he's trying to get corrected there.
Yep, definitely Steve Robbins aboard the 073, and I believe it's going to be the number 25, as the 25 comes pretty hard in the corner, but the 073 Robbins already are almost around the 25 upside down, and we're going to call him a leaner. He didn't quite go upside down. He was up on the fence. So the first leaner here, the TDR-Racing leaner tonight, goes to the number 25 of Henry Jones, but he's able to scatter back up, get off the wall, come back onto the track and see how well his car is going to go after that one.
Yeah, he's down. He went down to the Volusia Speedway Park hot pit to get some repairs there and see what's going on with that machine. See if they can get that thing ready to roll and get it back out here and protect some of that ground. As we still got a long way to go in this race, so we're lap 4 of 40 right now. So see how this plays out for him. It looks like the 097 also down the Volusia Speedway Park hot pit to get his vehicle serviced. So Mitchell Enos and Henry Jones down for service here at Volusia Speedway Park.
Yeah, definitely down there for service. Those guys getting accustomed to here. Lights still on. The top to iRacing.com. A Chevy Silverado pace truck here at Volusia Speedway Park. Got to take some time here to thank our great sponsors that make it a go here on Full Velocity Racing Network each and every week. Got to thank Hanover Wrecker Service. Give them a call at 1304-664-3848. Also got to thank Jeff Brown and iRacingIFlag.com. If you really want to be a step above the competition, head on over to iRacingIFlag.com. Also got to thank Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. That is Team Cummings, also the sponsor here of the race. And also got to thank BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use the promo code BLADE10 to get 10% off your purchase. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway, www.southtxspeedway.com. And visit them over there. Is the iRacing iFlag. Green flag back in the air. The 010 Casey Brunson once again slams the door shut here on the 61 machine of Josh Peacock coming down in turn 1.
Yep, Josh Peacock trying to battle to the bottom with Casey Brunson. See if Peacock's going to have anything for him working into turns 3 and 4. Going to hold the bottom down there. He's going to come up right alongside the 10 machine of Brunson. He maybe scored. Josh Peacock scored the leader of that lap. Peacock going to slide out in front of Brunson. Brunson throws the crossover. Going to come right back underneath of him. Eric Eichstadt is there as well.
And Casey Brunson now trying to drive up the track. Almost a little bit of contact. Gets Josh Peacock out of the groove. Up and out. Moves into the third spot. Here comes the 12 of Eric Eichstadt down to the bottom side. Brunson now goes for a ride up into the wall. And puts the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt to the race lead. Second is Josh Peacock. Here comes the number 16 and the 38 of Rick Gibson. Those guys right there knocking on the door. Oh, Gibson has a little bit of contact with the 16. Blackbird gets into the side of Gibson.
Yeah, Blackberg also in contact with a little bit Jacob Lassiter there. Looks like we're going to fall under caution here. Looks like Casey Brunson is going to be the reason for caution number 2. iRacing it. I have the Hanover Record Service yellow flag number 2 of the night here. Like Brunson was the cause for that one.
And Casey Brunson was on an extreme outside, a 3 wide situation there. As Terry Joyner down to the bottom, it just looks like he gets up into the loose stuff. Around goes the number 10 all by himself. Casey Brunson around in a knot over there. It might have been you might have seen a little bit of maybe I'm going to say that hitbox, the good old-fashioned hitbox on the internet online, but I didn't see how close it was. It wasn't really that close, but Brunson really drifted up high, and I don't believe that he went up and over that berm, and that's what took him around there in 0-1-0.
Yeah, it looked like a net code issue with Tyson Pankow there, and unfortunately, where he got loose at it, put the back end up against the wall and rotated the rest of it around, losing all the momentum he had, just brought the front end around on him. It's like we got Casey Brunson, Steve Moore, 69 machine of Pankow's 91. 69 machine of 097. Mitchell Enos all down pit road. So Chris Lawrence down on pit road for services. They're going to rejoin the field here. So using up those fast repairs. Looks like a couple of them, maybe watch what they're using here. Looks like they may be out of those. Is lap 11 of 40 here.
So just taking a look at where maybe your top points getters are at right now. Eric Eichstadt, third in points. He's currently running the first position, obviously, out there on the field. Second in points, Stephen Moore. Moore running sixth out in the field. Then you got Kyle Moyer. Moyer currently running seventh. He's fourth in points. Brett Rolls, who's fifth in points, is currently running in the 12th position. 12th position, according to live time and scoring there. So Brett Rolls, 12th. And then you have Josh Peacock currently running in second. He is sixth in points. Tyson Pankow, who's seventh in points, currently running in the, I believe that's the 10th position. Yep, Tyson Pankow 10th. Rick Gibson, 8th position in points. He's running fourth. The iRacing iFlag, green flag, getting ready to come back out. It's unfurled out through the air. Let's see what the voodoo child Eric Eichstadt has there. The BladeNode.com number 12 machine. Diving it down into the bottom, had a whale of a start, but Peacock able to reel him back in through the corner.
Yeah, Peacock trying not spin his tires off at turn 2. They worked their way into 3. Eichstadt going to run the middle line. Peacock's going to run right there with them. Gibson going to try the bottom side off of turn number 4, and we'll see if that holds for him. As these guys are battling hard here, trying to figure out if they can get around Eichstadt here early in this one. We got not 14 of 40, so next time by, we'll have 25 laps to go.
Yeah, Eric Eichstadt continues to lead with Josh Peacock right there knocking on the door. And that number 61 machine keeps looking to the bottom there to try to get around the number 12. Not able to do so that time. Bob Gibson running solidly in that third spot. Then you got David Blackbird running in fourth. Fifth is Jacob Laster, and a good battle there going on with the number 73 machine of Stephen Moore. But meanwhile, up front is Peacock pulling up alongside of the number 12 of Eichstadt again. As they get down the back straightaway, can he pull a slider maybe over here in 3 and 4? Peacock pulls up alongside of him. not going to be able to pull no sort of a slider there off of 4 by Eric Eichstadt. Gets loose and hits the wall. Put Josh Peacock to the race lead, and Gibson's there to capitalize too. Side by side for that second spot.
Yeah, definitely. Eichstadt looked like he may have bent something in the rear end there coming off of turns 1 and 2. The car definitely did not seem like it was in shape. He may be still trying to gather it up there after having that contact with the walls. It looked like he almost did it again off of 4, but Josh Peacock taking command of this one, and Rick Gibson not far to travel there. Looks like Gibson might try the bottom here to 3 and 4. As Eichstadt now has company as well from David Blackberg. Blackberg's trying to put the pressure on him, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe the cushion off of 4 is starting to go away, and these guys are starting to have to drive in a little harder and get the car rotated before they come off of 4.
Gibson keeps peeking to the bottom there, the 61 machine of Peacock. And they come down here through turn number 3. Peacock drifts up the track, and you don't want to go too far up that track. So that's what's happened to the leaders. They get up and over that cushion, and it's disappeared. And they get all kinds out of shape. As Rick Gibson now running in that second spot, right there in lockstep with the 61 of Peacock. Peacock holding on to the top spot as we are halfway home.
Yeah, I was looking down to the field here. Brett Roll's still in the 10th position after missing the grid here. Josh Peacock still with the commanding lead. Gibson definitely putting the pressure on to see if maybe he can get a hold of him. But Gibson's got a little bit of a push to 3 and 4 from. I'm pretty sure I saw it last time by. We'll see if that fades out here. Like may have did it a little bit, but wasn't near as bad. But he had to come all the way out to the wall, which may have slowed down his run that he had. Peacock starting to definitely distance himself from the field.
Yeah, Peacock last time by 15.992. The Gibson 16.104 is a Hanover Record Service yellow flag going to come back out. So we're going to have to restack and repack the field and figure out what went wrong here to bring out this Hanover Record Service yellow flag. I almost think it was Jacob Lassiter. So we're going to take a look at this Jim Revis and Jacob Lassiter involved in this one. As Lassiter in the middle and Revis, they make a little bit of contact, and around goes Lassiter. Gets the number 21 of Jim Revis. Lassiter causes a tow truck. Gets back to the pits, but not fast enough for that yellow flag to come out, and going to have to stack and pack this field again here at DWR, the Pro Late Models.
Yeah, Jacob Lassiter going to take his car pit side and load it on the hauler. He is done for the night, so unfortunately for that driver, he is going to take his car home and repair his damages and hopefully be able to come back next week, provided the sponsors give him the funding to fix the machine.
As we look up and down this field here tonight, you got a lot of guys out here driving for different teams. A lot of guys starting to come to fruition with the point standings too. Like you said, it's just interesting to watch the different types of battles that's been going on. And we know Peacock was up in the top 3 in points. Didn't make the race last week due to internet issues. The service provider obviously not agreeing with Josh Peacock, unfortunately. He was able to make the Sunday night shootout, I do believe, though, in the 61 machine. So it's one of those things that it drops you pretty heavily if you're not in the house, and that's what Jason Salter going through here tonight, serving a suspension here under DWRL. So he's going to definitely lose that points lead, and it's just going to be the key factor who's going to come out on top after the smoke and dust settles.
Yeah, we're definitely sitting here watching as this race is winding down. The iRacing.com official pace truck about to take its dive off the racing surface. The iRacing I flag, green flag, come back out here shortly, and this is a 1 lap to green, so here it goes, and we're back to green flag racing here.
As the green flag does come out, Peacock gets out to a good start. Rick Gibson now, and the 12 looks like they made a little bit of contact. Gibson dropping back through the field. Another yellow flag going to come out immediately following here, that green flag. So Hanover Record Service yellow flag coming out. Trying to see who this one involves in, maybe. Might be. Still looking. Looks like Moyer. So as we're looking here, Kyle Moyer involved in this one. Gets a set into the corner, the tail end just jumps out on him. And then again, Casey Brunson and 073 get involved in that one. So tough break. Also the 25 of Henry Jones involved there too. So tough break for those drivers.
Yeah, tough break for them as well. As after that caution coming out, there's a little bit of post excitement between the 38 and the 16, trying to get things straightened out. Hopefully, they didn't damage their cars too much for some unwarranted contact. It's just becoming a full contact sport here tonight.
Yeah, temper is definitely flaring there towards the end of the season here at DWRL, and things have been happening here as of late on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, the drivers out there unhappy. You know, the point standings and different things are trying to get the best that they can on those point standings, and unfortunately, it's short track racing. You have a lot of fights and a lot of arguing going on the track usually.
Right, you are as these laps continue to wind down. There's 13 to go. Should be 11 to go right now. 12 to go, pretty much, if count the last lap. So, working our way down the back stretch, we'll see Josh Peacock and Eric Eichstadt front row bringing them down. Restart here. Rick Gibson and Stephen Moore make up row number 2 for this restart. David Blackbird, you can't count him out, as well as Terry Joyner. Row 4, or row 3, yeah. Row 4, there's Brett Rolls and Tyson Pankow. So Brett coming up is about halfway up the field. We'll see if he continues to charge forward. The iRacing high flag, green flag is back out. Josh Peacock off to a great start there on the restart. His way down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Eric Eichstadt runs the middle. Rick Gibson going to lose that ground. He was right at the door of Eichstadt. Not quite going to be able to put the move on him there as Gibson have to continue trying. We see Stephen Moore trying the outside there off of turn number 4. We'll see if Moore does anything come up forward here. As we make our way through, we were 4 wide entering turns 1 and 2 there. Brett Rolls on the bottom. Like Terry Joyner in the middle of that one, as they're going to settle that back out to 2x2x2 back to the field. And looks like Ford and try to the top side there, 4th there. Hang on to that. Hang on. But Blackbird was around there. It was Terry Joyner and Blackbird make contact. Working our way into turn 3.
Oh, David Blackbird comes flying into the corner there. Gets into the back of the 7-Eleven machine. I'm not sure if that was kind of a payback there from that contact over the corner, because Terry Joyner did lay the pipe to the number 16 of David Blackbird. As Blackbird comes into the corner, doesn't look like he lets off, goes right directly into the 7-Eleven machine. I could be directly wrong, but again, contact there. And we have a leader, Tyson Pankow, in the number 91 machine on leaner, up in the catch fence, and he's definitely a leaner. He's caught by that catch fence.
Yeah, Terry Joyner looks like he got loose there, and when he did, the 91 machine of Pankow had nowhere to go, and sent Joyner back up the track. Moore also got involved there, or Moyer in the 11, and what a hit there is 91 machine getting hung out to dry like dirty laundry, well, clean laundry at that point.
Yeah, 44 points here tonight. I'd like to see 40 points, but 4 points here tonight for the Full Velocity Racing Network crew. Is we've had 2 leaders here tonight. Haven't quite seen a ringer yet, but hopefully we'll see that sooner or later here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, Charlie out there in the chat. We got a leader. We sure did.
Big time leader. Big time.
Here in Barberville, Florida, as we cross the start-finish line, 6 to go at this current point. When your leader takes the green flag, we back to green flag racing. We'll have 5 laps to go here. Just a handful of laps left here for this feature here tonight, Volusia Speedway Park at DWRL.
Yeah, we want to know who your favorite is out there, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Not a lot of people commenting here tonight. Seems like a slow night for the Full Velocity Racing Network. Hopefully the Sunday night shootout will be a little bit faster. But again, let's hear your comments. Who you think is going to take down the win here? The DWRL Pro Late Models. They are brought to you in part by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. As iRacing.com pace truck getting ready to pull down to the infield does so. iRacing high flag, green flags in the air. And the number 61 of Josh Peacock leading the charge down to 1. He got a well of a start over Eric Eichstadt. Stephen Moore running in that 3rd spot now as he slides up in front of Rick Gibson.
Yeah, definitely caught Eichstadt sleeping. Eichstadt was back there taking a nap. Peacock's like, I'm going for this lead. Almost a full second on 1 lap of racing there. As Peacock going to set out to a real quick lead there. Brett rolls up to 5th from the back of the field in this one. So definitely putting the moves on. He is right behind teammate Rick Gibson right now. We'll be battling for that spot here. As Josh Peacock definitely setting the lead here. And out by almost a full second. About 0.2 of a second shy of having a full second lead.
Yeah, Josh Peacock definitely doing a fantastic job aboard the number 61 machine as he's getting ready to get popsicle sticks in the air there. For that number 61, the Bulletproof Motorsports number 61, Peacock gets popsicle sticks. 2 more trips around the Volusia Raceway Park. Eric Eichstadt running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Stephen Moore as he looks down to the bottom, and Brett Rolls now running in that 4th spot in the number 17 machine. But off of turn number 4, we're going to see the white flag for Josh Peacock Eric Eichstead and Steve Moore and Brett Rolls, the top four.
Yeah, as they work their way through turns 1 and 2 here, if Josh Peacock hang on to this, just a couple more circuits here, see if he's got the fuel to do it here. One more time through turns 3 and 4 off at turn number 4, down to the stripe. Number 61 of Josh Peacock going to take down your feature win. Coming home in second, Eric Eichstadt. In for third would be Stephen Moore. In for fourth, Brett Rolls. And in for your top 5, Rick Gibson and number 38.
Casey Brunson, Kyle Moyer, Jim Revis, Henry Jones, Steve Robbins, Tyson Pankow, David Blackburn, Terry Joyner, Jacob Lassiter, Chris Lawrence, Machinos round out your 16 cars here. That started the feature. Kevin Prettyman, like you said, heat race. He went home, did not even start the heat race. Something must have fried in his motor or something with his car. But Josh Peacock, Eric Eichstead, and Steve Moore, we're going to take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on over to Discord, and talk to the top 3 drivers here in the DWRL Pro Late Model Tour, brought to you in part by CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. We'll be right back at you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network, Free Sport Racing. We're going to make our way on down here, I believe, to BladeNode.com Victory Lane. I'm going to run down to get the winner. I believe Ron Pyle is going to get third and second here tonight. Third place should be the number 73 of Stephen Moore here tonight. Should be your current points leader here at the end of the night after Jason Salter not making the call here tonight due to suspension. But we'll turn it down to Ron Piles, who I believe is caught up with the driver of the number 73 machine.
Yeah, down here on the front stretch here with the number 73 machine. Stephen Moore, congratulations, first and foremost, on a third place podium finish tonight, as well as, if our calculations are correct, you have taken the points lead this evening as well. So big accomplishment tonight. How's that going to play for you going forward from tonight?
That was kind of the game plan tonight, was to kind of come out, have a solid finish. Thought I kind of had a shot to win, but I kind of screwed up in qualifying and started towards the back and the feature, and just try to keep my cool and make it up to the front, and that's what we did.
Well, definitely with everything working against you there from qualifying and then moving, being able to move forward from there. Definitely a good bounce back for you, and to get into the third place finish tonight. So congratulations on that, and I'll give the microphone to you and let you thank whoever it is that makes it possible for you to be competitive here at the DWRL.
Yeah, first off, just gotta thank my teammates over at Bulletproof Motorsports and my sponsors, Tech World, Razor Electronics, JP Designs, and gotta thank the guys over at Full Velocity for putting on the awesome broadcast, and Jim and Eric over at DWRL for putting on the series, and last and foremost, just thank my friends and family for supporting me.
Right on, ladies and gentlemen, that is Stephen Moore, driver number 73, coming home with the third place finish tonight. So we're going to work our way down here in front of his machine here. I'm going to catch up with the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt. Eric Eichstadt, congratulations. Second place finish tonight. Runner up to Josh Peacock. Definitely looked like he had a solid piece there. How about walking us through your run tonight, how tonight went for you?
Oh, I'm pretty good, Ron. Hey, thanks for jumping in here with us and giving us a hand, giving Todd a hand tonight. All in all, it was all right. Casey, something happened to Casey early in the race there. I think he must have flashed out or didn't know where we were at because he was all over and ended up with the lead there. And then we went back to green, and I got my spotter working finally on iRacing here, and he said car inside, and he wasn't there. We went in the next corner, didn't say nothing, and I seen Josh pulling the inside, so I had to try to leave him some room there. I didn't want to wreck us both. Just happy to get out here with a good finish, survive, and I didn't hit no one and no hard feelings, I don't think.
Right on, definitely. That's a tall order right there. I definitely want want to keep all tires and all the body panels on the car. It's easy to straighten something out, a little harder to put something back. But yeah, congratulations, second place finish, and I'll let you take us through your sponsors and everybody makes it possible for you to put on such a great performance with your machine.
All right. First of all, congratulations, Josh, on the win there. You deserved it. I want to thank DWRL for putting us on. Jim, myself, we have a tall order to keep this going. I want to thank all the guys that come out and race every week. It's a pleasure racing with you guys. Tough crowd, for sure. I want to say thanks to BladeNote.com, our main sponsor, Sam and Vlad out there. I appreciate you guys a lot. I want to say thank you to the boss, Junk Fabrications, Even One Graphics. We got Wild Child Race Engines in here. I'm trying to think if I missed anyone. Heartland Harley Davidson. I want to say thanks to my wife. Love you, babe. My family might be out there watching. Hello. And Full Velocity. Thanks for coming on and helping Todd out tonight for us.
No problem. Thank you for having us as well, as I believe that my partner in crime has made it down to victory lane, the BladeNote.com victory lane, with your race winner tonight, Josh Peacock.
Yeah, definitely made it down to BladeNote.com. Driver of the number 61 machine here tonight. 61 JP Designs also on the side of that machine. Josh Peacock. Josh, what a fantastic race. Didn't make it last week, but able to make it here this week. An exclamation point. Maybe catch up some of the points you lost last week. You were outside the top 5. I do believe that's going to put you back inside the top 5 in points. But tell us about your race here this evening.
Oh, it's one of them deals. Like I always say, I'd rather be lucky and good. I'm not a big fan of this tracking, especially in fixed set pros, but we made it happen.
It definitely made it happen. They're able to keep those guys at bay. Eric Eichstead was down alongside you a couple of different times, along with a couple of the other competitors coming up through there. But you were able to keep them at bay, and then towards the end of it, you just drove off into the sunset. And, man, that's kudos to that number 61 car and the wrenches and the setup in that car, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I got lucky at the last restart. He changed the single file, and I got lucky enough to get a good restart and already had a line that I had picked out that's working for me and was able to pull away.
All right, Josh, as we're accustomed to here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, we get to thank everyone you like to thank here this evening here on YouTube, Twitch, and I should say Facebook Live. The microphone's all yours, floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank.
Now, first off, I think my teammates, Blueprint Motorsports, and all the work they do, make me the driver I am. I thank my sponsors, Tim Cummings and CCM Custom Design or Graphics and Design. I thank you guys for coming on board for Velocity Racing Network and all the phenomenal broadcasts y'all put out. I'd like to thank all the guys at DWRL for putting this deal together. I'll give a shout out to J-Max. Check him out on Facebook at Jonathan's Journeys or J-Max Journeys. And I'd like to give a shameless plug to JP Designs putting a spat-out strap on the car.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the big feature win here at the Volusia Raceway Park. Driver of the JP Designs, Bulletproof Motorsports number 61. That's Josh Peacock taking down the big W here tonight, Ron. And what a fantastic race these guys had here this evening. Late model action, always fast and furious, always fun. But I know we got the BladeNote.com Sunday Night Shootout Series for the street stocks coming the way. And what a great time to see some of these other guys practicing for the Gobbler, trying to throw different things up for that big race here, the Gobbler on the 21st. And this is where you're going to start seeing, you can start making some picks maybe for that Gobbler, who's going to win that one. But, man, it's going to be a fantastic race here this evening. And kudos to these guys in the late models tonight. Great race.
Yeah, definitely. These guys put on one heck of a show. And looking in the chat here, Charlie Milner's wondering how do you get a ringer?
It's a very, very difficult thing, and you get stuck on top of one of them U tires, or maybe even on top of a wall. You got to stay straight up and down on the wall or the U tire, where you can't move. There's your ringer.
So does that also include being a dirt midget stuck on the high line of Lima Land?
Yeah, you could be that way. Yes, yeah.
Alrighty, there you are, Charlie. And, thank you to all the viewers out there for tuning in tonight and checking out the Dirt Warrior Racing League Pro Late Model Series that they've put on here for a couple weeks. A couple more weeks left here. A handful of races left. We'll see what that brings us. I'm sure it'll be just as exciting as it was tonight.
Yeah, definitely going to be exciting here. And the Sunday Night Shootout Series coming your way here about 8:15 Eastern Time on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Don't forget, tomorrow night, if you're not going to be able to tune into that one, tomorrow night we will have 3D Racing VLR racing going on here on the Full Velocity Racing Network across 3 different websites. I should say 3 different Facebook Lives. You got YouTube and Twitch for the high quality videos, but there's also going to be a special announcement from iRacing iFlag, Jeff Brown. So you're going to want to stay tuned to that one too here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, and stay tuned to the fantastic racing we have going on there. 15,000 viewers last week on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'd like to see more. So guys, get involved there. Get in the chat box. If we can hit 20,000 viewers, I'll tell you what, we'll give away something here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Not sure what we'll give away, but we'll give away something.
I got something that we could give away.
All right, so Rod Piles may have something that we can give away. But again, like I said, stay tuned to us here in just a little bit. Full Velocity Racing Network will go live with the BladeNote.com Sunday Night Shootout Series. Again, I'm Todd Stanton. Jack Truan's pushing all the controls. And Ron Piles, my partner in crime here tonight in the booth. We'll see you here in just a little bit. The BladeNote.com Sunday Night Shootout Series coming live at you at 8:15 Eastern. See you soon.